Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video we will talking about 20 things only Dachshund owners would understand. Before starting the video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Number 1. You're going to have regular conversations with your Doxie. Doxies are big talkers. If they're happy, they like to share their joy vocally. The truth of the matter is that they're yappy and they just won't shut up. It's comical the way that they tell you about their day. You really can carry on a conversation with your Dachshund, even if neither knows what the other is saying. Don't worry, it won't take you long to be able to decipher their language. You just have to get used to the way they communicate. Number 2. Older Dachshunds rule the roost if you let them. As Doxies age, they become set in their ways. They tend to get a little bossy if you let them get away with it. The good thing is that they will let you know how they're feeling and what they need. If the food or water dish is getting low, you'll hear about it. A Doxie will grump at you when it's time to go to bed. It's funny to watch them give you a few little grunts, walk towards the bed and turn to look at you as if to say, "Are you coming?" Just try to be on their side. Do not make an enemy of your Doxie. Number 3. They are natural excavators. Doxies love to dig and they have the perfect claws for it. If you notice small to medium-sized holes in your garden or yard, check your Doxie's toenails. You'll find proof of their work there. You may also notice that he or she will come into the house with dirt caked in the nose. If they catch the scent of a gopher or mole, the digging frenzy kicks into high gear. Your houseplants aren't even safe because to a Doxie, dirt is dirt and it is meant for digging into. Number 4. Doxies have selective hearing. It's rare that your Doxie will become outright combative, but they do tend to screen the messages that they allow to come through. It's important to start their training early, preferably when they are young puppies, because they tend to be a bit strong-willed. If you do manage to make eye contact, a Doxie is usually obedient. When they avert their eyes, you'll know that they really do not want to do what you're asking of them. The best course of action that you can take when this happens is to remain firm and consistent. If they get away with ignoring you once, they'll keep repeating the behaviors and soon, your Doxie will have won the battle and will do whatever they want no matter what you say. Doxie owners know that you have to stay on top of the battle of the wills. Number 5. Dachshunds are burrowers. If you can't find your little wiener dog, don't forget to check under all of the covers, under towels, piles of laundry or any other place that they could tunnel into. Doxies are driven by instinct to burrow. The long, slender shape of their bodies gives them an additional advantage for burrowing deep into the bedding as well as other places. Puppies will wriggle themselves in between couch or chair cushions, so you will need to be careful about plopping down if you don't see the Doxie. Number 6. Doxies are turbocharged. It might surprise you to find out how fast those stumpy little legs can carry a Doxie. They're low-slung and built for speed. It may take a lot more effort to get up to speed, but Doxies are known to move with remarkable speed for their size. This is particularly true if there is food available or if your Doxie gets frightened. Just think of little reptiles. It's weird to see them move so fast, right? Same principle applies to your Dachshund. Number 7. They're high jumpers. That's the typical response when non-Doxie owners hear this fact. People who own these beloved sausages know better. Dachshunds are very high jumpers. You can tell which owners work with their pups by playing jumping games with them. Those that have a lot of experience jumping can reach some fairly impressive heights. Those who own Doxies can attest to them jumping all the way up on couches, which is pretty impressive. Number 8. They do have limitations. Doxies love to jump, but there are hazards involved for them. Because of the length of their bodies, the back becomes a more sensitive area that is prone to injury. It's fine to teach them jumping games, but it's also wise to keep an eye out for any obstacles that might be in their way. Protect their delicate backs, because your Doxie would always use good judgment and he may develop strained muscles or worse. Number 9. Tug of war is a serious matter. Doxies really love playing a good game of tug of war with their owners. They have small mouths and little teeth, so it's usually just the right thing to do, to let them win. You can throw their favorite chew toy or rope across the room and they'll bring it back to you for another round of who's the strongest. This is a good form of entertainment for Doxies, but we're warning you, once they learn the game, they will pester you relentlessly. Number 10. They commandeer pillows. Doxies absolutely love pillows. They sleep on them, chew them up, and even try to remove the stuffing. Once they adopt a certain pillow, they believe that it is theirs, and you may have a tough time convincing them otherwise. Most Doxie owners just give up and let them have the darned pillow. It's probably a good idea to buy your dog their own chew-resistant pillow when they first arrive. This might help to discourage them from adopting yours. Number 11. They'd rather not be put on a leash. We all know that there are just some times when you must put your dog on a leash. It would be for safety's sake or because of the rules of the area you're walking in. Some parks or other recreational areas have these regulations. Your Doxie won't give a rip about their rules. Your Dachshund may resist the leash at first, but with a little patience, they will come around. Remember folks, be patient. We can't stress that enough. Number 12. They generate bad air. Doxies are infamous for breaking wind. The smell is something that resembles a failed septic system or weak old garbage, if not a hearty mixture of both. You can try to change up the food that they eat, but you'll be disappointed to discover that nothing you do will make a difference. If you're a Doxie owner, you're probably nodding your head in agreement. If you're just considering becoming one, this is a fact that you need to prepare yourself for. Their farts are so rank that they'd be known to wake a person out of a sound sleep at night. Number 13. They have a great passion for food. Doxies are known to be gluttons, and this is why it's so important to monitor them when they are around a food source. The best diet is a healthy formulation of dog food that contains all of the nutrients that are required for good canine health. Table scraps aren't recommended, but they think otherwise. This breed is good at guilting owners into giving them just one bite. After the first bite, they gain a greater motivation to get more. These little vacuum cleaners will haunt any areas where people are preparing food or eating in hopes of catching the crumbs or bumming a free meal. They can become insistent, but resist their woeful pleas. You'll be doing them a favor by saying no. Number 14. Doxies are amazing actors. This breed is so good at getting their way. They know how to use their eyes to guilt you into giving them whatever they want. They will act hurt, depressed, sad, or whatever is necessary to achieve their objectives. Doxies are great manipulators, so be forewarned that they will try to work you to get their way. If you can somehow manage to not give in to their every single whim, you'll be much better off in the long run. Number 15. They have the cutest little gait. All Doxies without exception have a very unique way of walking and running. It must be due to the shape of their bodies, but they seem to move in a sideways fashion. They are perfectly capable of running in a straight line to get where they're going, but they look like they're going sideways. This is one of the cutest traits that these small little wiener dogs share as a breed. Let's face it, a huge reason people love these dogs is because of the whole hot dog thing. It's tough to deny. Number 16. They are creative in interpreting commands. You can fully train your Doxie to perform simple as well as more complicated commands. These include sit, lie down, stay, and so forth. Any Doxie owner will smile and tell you that they can get pretty creative in interpreting just exactly what their owner means. If it isn't something that they feel particularly into at the time, they are apt to do everything but what's being asked of them. They are adorable, but they also like to mess with their owners just because they can. Number 17. They are independent dependents. Your Doxie depends on you for food, shelter, medical attention, and affection. Just like small children, they cannot get what they need for themselves, but even though they are heavily dependent, most of the members of this breed also feel a need for just a little bit of autonomy. They can be very strong-willed and they like to be in charge of their own lives in as much as is caninely possible. This is why your opinion and theirs might differ when you go for a walk together. They may need more than a little coaxing when you want to go in opposite directions from one another. Number 18. Your lap is their lap. There is no doubt about it. These adorable little wiener pups are definitely lap dogs. If they see an open lap, it's considered an invitation to jump up and make themselves comfortable. There is no question, and if you are not compliant with their wishes, you'll become the victim of the biggest guilt trip of your life. Doxie owners will back this up 100%. They love physical contact with their humans. In fact, they crave your companionship and they will go to great lengths to secure your attention regardless of what you are doing at the time. Number 19. they may lose their hair. Some doxies develop bald patches. It's just a peculiarity of the breed. When they become overstressed, it can make the problem even worse, so it's always advised to reduce the amount of stress and anxiety in your doxie's life. This breed is not a good choice for pet owners who are loud, obnoxious, or who use yelling to discipline their pets. It could make them sick. If your doxie does lose her hair, there are a few great solutions. You can find some of the absolutely cutest little shirts and sweaters to keep them warm. Number 20. They are fiercely loyal. Your doxie may frustrate you at times. He may wrap you around his little paw and guilt you into giving into his every whim and desire. But when the chips are down, he will be your biggest fan. This breed forms intense bonds of loyalty with their special person and with the entire family. This is one of the things that make them so popular as family dogs. They may not do what you want or when you want them to do it every time, but if someone tries to mess with you, they will intervene. They get jealous when other dogs try to move in on their territory for snuggles and kisses, and you'll find that they will insinuate themselves right in between you and the offending attention seeker. They've even been known to become jealous of a child who gets more attention. No need to worry though, most well-trained doxies are very kind and gentle. They're not prone to biting, scratching, or other kinds of violent behaviors. They just get ticked off and mope in most cases, until you reassure them that they are your favorite.